We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go play action with Willis. Rolling to his right. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Willis. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
Okay, ready? Press on leading.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now on 2nd and 16. Willis. His throw incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
19 tight.
Back to throw, Willis. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes first down. Justin Madubuike able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Watson now to throw. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route, and he will have a Cowboys 1st down. Appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's another carry for Harris. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Watson on 3rd down. The connecting here with DJ Shark. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Harris running straight ahead. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. This is taken in by McBride. Touchdown, Cowboys! Trey McBride, 37 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. This is caught inside the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Left side here to Sanders. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
They run with Sanders off the option. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. After 7-0. All the A's. Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Willis out of the gun. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. Up and good for Santoso. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. Now the ball comes loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. There's a nice move. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
On first down, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So it was 4th and 1. They wound up taking the 3. I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us, let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Sanders. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd.
Mustang 19. Warriors 17. Buffalo 18.
Willis with it on 3rd and 1. He finds his man. It's Robinson. And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Willis. And that is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd down, here's Willis. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. 3rd down, it's Willis. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. He's got room at the 30, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Willis out route, and it's complete to Brown. Down inside the 10, and he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Now Willis to throw. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Miles Sanders, as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson.
This one completes Alec Pierce.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On the give, this is Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the 50, it's Watson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. DJ Shark, 50 yards. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Santoso now to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better?
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Here comes Tony on the return.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Harris.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Second down, here's an option right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there, and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Jalen Phillips, the edge man, on the tackle.
At the 34-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Look at 19. Jack Pepper. Roll.
Up the middle they go with Sanders.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
50 Bobcat.
Shotgun snap to Willis.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
John Franklin Myers
Able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McBride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll try the right side with Harris. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Here's Watson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. To throw is Watson. Left side, he finds Pierce. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now, they're flipped. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They hand this off to Harris. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off of play action, it's Watson. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson off play action. He'll buy some time right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Faking the give. Now Watson.
That's complete to Pierce. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. To the air yet again. Watson.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Watson going to sneak it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Harris.
Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Watson.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. So they'll walk him back half the distance. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line.
42 yards on the ground for him so far.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sanders toss left side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll go again with Sanders. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
The Rams are on to next week as we say so long, everybody.